What are my hopes for the future? At first, let's see the present. What do we have now? Bad or good things? What are the biggest problems in our society? Let's think a little about social problems. I can make a big list easily. Genocide, feminicide, wars, dictatorships, among other things. But if I have to think about some solution for the most problems, I can first think about education, because I think it can change the world. If children don't have basic education, for example, they won't have a job as they grow up. It increases poverty and violence, because children can start committing crimes in order to survive. It's a vicious cycle that we can break by building schools and supporting children in need and their families. Even worse is the politicians' selfishness. Instead of thinking about people, they are most of the times searching for power and money. Because of that, they have a higher standing on society and their children as well. If we analyze the higher quality education and opportunities compared to the life of millions of children that go through in child labor. They have never chosen to be born in bad conditions, but they have the right to choose their own futures, and the government should provide them quality education and life conditions. So, in order to make a better future than the present, we need to valorize education, because everything starts on it. It's the base of any society. Human progress depends on quality education that will generate smart and aware citizens. It can prevent wars and disasters from happening. So, again, what do I hope for the future? I hope that we understand the importance of giving opportunities to our children and giving them the chance to make a difference in our society. By the time our children are grown-ups, they will change their society based on education and values acquired in their lifetime. I hope that in the future, corruption decreases. Women will have full control over their bodies, and children will have their childhood finally respected, and that war, poverty, and hunger will be forever extinguished. I also hope humanity becomes more empathetic and caring. With this, I think our society will become better and more tolerable, achieving the so-dreamed world peace that we have been craving for centuries, all in vain. I believe that proper education will guide our society by showing the light at the end of the tunnel, instead this dark tunnel of intolerance, hate, and poverty that we experience nowadays. My hopes on a brighter tomorrow all depends on this generation, and future is consequence of the education given to the younger. But education doesn't change the world. Education changes people, and people change the world.